Okay. The American Lung Association every year produces something called State of the Air Report. It's the nation's annual report card on two major kinds of air pollutants that occur nationwide. One of them is ozone, sometimes it's called smog, a form of oxygen that has 3 atoms in every molecule instead of every 2. It's a very powerful respiratory irritant. It's not produced directly out of smokestacks and tailpipes, but the precursor pollutants that make ozone are. And that's one of the things we're worried about. The other thing, of course, is fine particle pollution, microscopic bits of stuff, very complex mixture of things that can affect lung health and also heart health. And the idea is that when people breathe this in, it gets into the deepest parts of the lungs and cross into the respiratory circulatory system, and then it can get into the rest of the body where it can affect health. And in some cases, it can actually cause heart attacks and people can die as a result. So we know that these are two kinds of air pollution that we follow in the report nationwide. Locally, we're talking here, I guess, in south central Pennsylvania. And there are two major areas I want to talk about. One, of course, is the Harrisburg, York, Lebanon metro area, which has 6 counties in it. And then there's Lancaster County, which is its own metro area. And what we've seen very clearly has been that fine particle pollution levels in the Harrisburg, York metro area have all improved. And that's really good news. Unfortunately, the ozone smog levels have all gotten worse. And that's one of the things that we continue to fight. It's a difficult pollutant to get control of because it requires controlling not only what you're producing locally, but also what kind of pollution comes into your area from elsewhere. Lancaster is a little bit of a different story. Although it had a slight uptick in the ozone air pollution, it unfortunately had some significant changes in its fine particle pollution, where those levels are among the very worst in the country. And they're being compared with areas like Pittsburgh. And for Lancaster County, we know that fine particle pollution is some of the worst east of the Mississippi. It is the worst, actually, east of the Mississippi, along